Hi, I'm John Guiod. I'm the EMS coordinator for the Sharon Fire Department, and this is one of the two ambulances that we have for the fire department. This is our newer truck. It's a 2006 International on a Horton body. The truck is well equipped for the for paramedics that staff the ambulance here in Sharon to care for critically ill and injured patients. Up here in this cabinet above the jump seat is our first aid supplies. We have a lot of different bandages up in here, Band-Aid, everything from little Band-Aids up to some multi-trauma dressings. Down this end, roller gauze and tape. Down under here in this bench, we carry all different types of splints for splinting fractures and injuries like that, as well as an extra oxygen tank and special carrying pads for carrying people from long distances. Over here is our action area. We have a small laptop computer that we can write our run reports on, and for hospitals that don't yet have printers for us, we have a printer right here in the ambulance that we can use to print out our reports to leave them at the hospital. Over here is all our light control, environmental controls, oxygen, suction unit over here, and above is all our oxygen supply equipment. We have oxygen masks for both adult and pediatric and infant patients. Suction equipment and bag valve resuscitators over here for patients who are not breathing, and various airway equipment as well. Over here we have our advanced life support equipment. We have IV bags of different sizes for solutions that we may need for starting intravenous on a patient, IV tubing. Here different size IV catheters. We may use larger IV catheters for trauma patients and small one for elderly patients with small veins. And up here various needles and syringes, dressings and things that we need for IVs, as well as ice packs and other airway tubes that we may need to help somebody breathing. This red bag here is our first in bag, and this contains a lot of the first supplies that we need when we go to the patient's side, including blood pressure cuffs, glucometers for measuring patients' blood sugar, an oxygen saturation monitor. This is our intubation kit for treating patients who are not breathing, as well as a lot of first aid supplies. Over here is our cardiac monitor that we use for treating patients with heart attacks and monitoring cardiac rhythms. It's also a defibrillator in case somebody's heart has stopped and we need to shock them back to life. And we carry a drug box in as well. It has all the medications we need to take care of a patient. This yellow bag is our pediatric bag, and essentially has many of the same supplies as our first in bag, but all in much smaller sizes for taking care of little children and infants. Orange bag here is our trauma bag. In the event that we respond to a car accident or other trauma incident where there's more than one victim, each medic can take a bag and separate to treat the various victims until more help arrives, and have all the supplies he needs right at his hands. This is our backboard compartment. When patients are injured in a car accident or have had a fall and we suspect there may be a back injury or a neck injury, we'll put them on one of these backboards here. There are head immobilization blocks up here to keep their head still. And we also have this bag here that contains cervical collars. There's also a special chair here for extricating patients from the second or third floor of a house where we have to bring them down a flight of stairs. Also in the ambulance, we carry an ice water rescue suit in the event that we need to make a rescue out on the lake in cold water. One of the guys can be dressing in here. There are two more spares at the station that will be taken by an engine or another vehicle down to the water side that guys can dress in. There's also a 200-foot length of rope. There are other lengths of rope around the station that we can bring with us, and a special kit for taking care of patients in a mass casualty incident. This allows us to triage a large number of patients at once and begin organizing our care for those patients. Since this ambulance also transports firefighters, and we do occasionally take the ambulance to fires, we have compartments to store our gear. Keep our turnout gear in here, as well as our air tanks in case we need to go right into a fire directly from the ambulance. We have a toolbox back here with a lot of different tools in it, as well as some extra tools and equipment up on top here for various purposes.